Hey guys, Lego Wars 825 here, and I'll be making a review, or rather showing you guys my custom Clone Commander Bacara, or the Lego Star Wars Clone Commander Bacara, in the style of the classic Phase 2 Clone Troopers from 2005 to 2010. Also, you can kind of make this the Clone Heavy Trooper as well from the Star Wars Battlefront 2 2005 version that you could play on the PS2 and PSP. Hey, so here is Clone Commander Bacara right there. Look at that. Classic Lego Clone Trooper style over there with his cutout visor and big helmet. Now, I really like this style because it's what I grew up with and they kind of look cute, you know. This is when Star Wars Lego wasn't as detailed as it is now, but it still had that charm, you know. It still has that charm of being cool and cute at the same time. So what I did with this helmet was I shaved off the fin, flattened the head, the top of the helmet over there. You can see that they don't have the fin on top of the helmet anymore. Then I cut out a piece of plastic and I glued it over the cheek area over there. So Clone Commander Bacara has his cheek guard. I'm not sure if you call that cheek guard. They're kind of like the samurai helmet. So you got that over there. And I also painted additional cheek details on his face over there. Black, really dark gray paint. So I mixed it with black and silver. Right there on his cheeks. Wow. Also his two dots on his eyebrow area. I'm not sure what they are. I think they're commander signs or something. Not sure. Anyway, they're over there. Two maroon dots. And like I said earlier, it is a cut out visor type of helmet. So it's hollow inside. And you got a black head. Plain black head. Because clones back then, they had plain black heads to fill in the gap in the helmet over there. And then for his body, I used an ordinary Phase 2 style torso I painted the black chest breastplate over there. Painted black there with some maroon, if you could catch that on the camera. That's a maroon stripe and two straps over there that I also painted over to make it look like that they're attached and across his body. For his shoulder pad, I cut it out from a red piece of cloth, traced it from the Sand Trooper's shoulder pad, and I made it just so that he could have his own shoulder pad, because Commander Bacara has his shoulder pad in the movie. I think it was red, but it's not as big as this one. But before, Clone Troopers had huge shoulder pads, so I just went along with it. And for his legs, plain white with black underpants. The classic, because that's how they were. Plain white legs, black underpants. And I just gave him a little waist cape over there, just so that he could add a little more flair to this otherwise cool little guy. So you could also actually kind of make this like the Clone Heavy Trooper from the 2005 version of Star Wars Battlefront 2, because they look similar. They have the same helmet. He only has a rocket launcher instead of the blaster rifle over here, and he doesn't have the shoulder pad. So you just remove those and you got yourself a 2-in-1 custom minifigure, honestly. And back then, I could not really get the Clone Army Customs Commander Bacara or the Clone Heavy Trooper. So years later, finally, here we are now, and I got to push myself to make a custom Clone Commander Bacara, and I'm really happy about it. And I made this months ago, before the announcement of the Clone Commander Bacara, the actual figure. Like Lego was gonna make an actual Clone Commander figure of Bacara, and I feel like it's been years that people were clamoring for Galactic Marines, official Galactic Marines and Clone Commander Bacara, and they're finally getting their wish. But Unfortunately, it's going to be in a huge set. I think, if I recall correctly, it's going to be in a huge set, and it's something that's going to be really expensive. So I'm happy that I got to make myself this custom before that guy came out, because well, I guess it's good timing for me that I made this guy before there's an actual figure, or else the effort would be kind of futile, because, well, what's the point of making a custom figure, I guess, if there's already an actual figure to start with? But anyway, it's going to be really expensive. So this is really the only Clone Commander Bacara that I'm going to have in my collection, and I'm really happy about it, because it's blood, sweat, and tears. Well, maybe not blood and tears, but definitely sweat, because there's a lot of work to be done that had to be done with this guy, when it came to the shaving, when it came to the painting, especially the painting. Painting on LEGO minifigures is really, really tough, because these guys are smaller than you think, and not a lot of brushes are, as fine for these kinds of small projects. So I'm happy with how he turned out. Now, if you want to make this guy the clone Heavy Trooper from 2005's Star Wars Battlefront 2, you could just give him your own rocket launcher over here. Here's what a rocket launcher that I made for for the clone Heavy Trooper from Star Wars Battlefront 2. If you guys want me to make a tutorial on how to make this rocket launcher, it's just so you guys could see what it looks like on my figure. Here, I'm going to show you guys right there. So it's huge, it looks huge, but that's how it looked in the game. Like that, that's how it looked in the game. I think it's, if you're going to think about 2000s Star Wars aesthetics, this is the simplistic build of it is what really makes it have that 2000s spirit. So if you guys would want me to make a tutorial on how to make this rocket launcher over here, just let me know in the comments, and I'll make a video, and I'll be happy to show you guys what I did here. So that's it for my show of Clone Commander Bacara, or the Clone Heavy Trooper from Star Wars Battlefront 2 2005. So if you guys like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, and stick around for more videos. I'm going to be uploading more next time. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Yeah, Clone Commander Bacara.